misery to happiness to thee. I'm on my way from misery to happiness to thee. I'm on my way to what I want from this world. And years from now, you'll make it to the next world. And everything that you receive up yonder is what you give to me today. I wonder. I took a right turning yesterday. Yeah, I took a right turning yesterday. I took the road that brought me to your hometown. I took the bus to streets that I could walk down. I walked the streets to find the one I'm looking for. I climbed the stair that led me to your front door. And now that I don't want for anything, I have all jokes and sing. I'm sitting on top of the world. I'll do my best to do the best I can. Yeah, I'll do my best to do the best I can. To keep my feet from jumping from the ground, dear. To keep my heart from jumping through my mouth, dear. To keep the past and not the present. To try and learn when you teach me a lesson. I know that I don't want for anything. I'd have all jokes and sing. I'm sitting on top of the world.
Championship! Woo! Baby. Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Championship! Let's go! Woo! Kevin! Who has hot dog? What? Who has hot dog? What are you talking about? Did you bring the tent? Hey, am I the only one that came prepared?
You looking good?
Yeah. Also, do you make room for stuff?
Keep in mind that my sister just had a Girl Scout trip, so it's gonna be.
Is this all we're drinking?
Free.
I got Gushers.
Gushers!
Flavored
Let's
snack.
go!
Hey Kevin, your brochure.
Yeah, you want one?
Yeah.
You get 3.
Seatbelts!
Ready? We gotta put them on.
Yo, is that a vape?
Hell
yeah!
Where the hell's mine?
Woo! This is a vape?
Maybe it's not allowed on the trip.
What about this?
Why is this one all the way over here? Guys, should we hijack the car?
Definitely not.
GTA!
Oh, Rip!
Oh, he's on the curb!
Oh,
How does that happen?
Jesus.
How does that happen? So I don't like You're not a dog.
I love camping.
I'm so
We
frippling.
made it!
Who brought the hot dogs? Who brought the hot dogs? Oh no. Stop! We're tearing this driving, bro! Who brought the hot dogs?
He started it!
Who brought the hot dogs?
I got the buns.
I brought the buns and no hot dogs.
Oh, what? What are you doing, Kevin? What happened?
Kevin, what are you
My
doing?
window doesn't work!
What happened?
Hey, pull up on the side over here. Pull up on the side over here.
Drive. Pull up.
Pull over.
See what we hit.
Drive. What are you doing?
What if you run it over?
Oh my
Jesus.
What did we hit?
Oh my God.
Or who did we hit?
Are we okay?
I think. Whom's did it do?
Happened. Yo, you took out your light, dude.
Holy crap!
What did you hit? Where is it?
It's completely gone.
Dude.
What did you hit?
It's completely gone.
Aren't your parents gonna be mad?
The wires ripped off too.
This is my mom's. Hey, can you guys go like look around? While
Yeah,
I
let's
just,
go.
like,
We're
check
find
this
out.
Yeah.
trap something?
Fire truck's right here.
I don't know.
What is that?
Let's just keep looking for whatever it is. I don't see too much.
I don't see anything.
They didn't hit it. I don't know what it could be. Check over here.
Something.
What do you think?
I don't know. They see like tracks over here.
Where?
There's tracks like all along in here.
Ryan! Let's go! Come on! Come on, guys! Ryan! Where is he? Back here? No.
Where is he?
Ryan!
Nowhere, man.
Ryan! Where are you?
You guys got any tracks or anything?
I don't see anything.
What was that thing?
I don't know.
Screw this, man. Screw this. Kevin, we gotta go.
Why do we?
Get in the car.
Get in. Let's go.
What the?
So what happened?
I don't even know what that was.
Neither do I, man. It was crazy. We were just looking for whatever it was we hit and then turned around and Ryan...
Guys, we left Ryan there.
Dude, screw Ryan. He's gone.
Whatever it was, it would have took us too.
Yeah, we would have stayed there. We would have come back.
Wait, shh.
Attention, all residents of the Wisconsin, the road. There is a cock on the loose. I repeat, a cock on the loose. It has been seen robbing children ages 12 to 20. Been seen robbing gas stations, doing whatever the hell it wants.
This is what you guys
I repeat, doing whatever the hell
I'm
it
dead
wants.
serious. This is
real. This is real, Kevin.
This is what we saw. This is what took Ryan.
There's nothing you can say to me to believe this.
Kevin, nobody else is laughing right now. You understand that, right?
It's a Werechicken. That's...
But do you see Ryan in the car?
Well, no, but like...
This isn't a joke, Kevin.
We're gonna tell his parents. Well, I guess he's staying in a friend's for a while. We're gonna do that for the rest of his life? Yeah. I guess we have to. I already miss him. Alright, so I don't really believe this, but you guys should... I'm gonna drop you all off. But you all look for like stuff that... like information on this Werechicken thing that you're talking about. And you could probably just meet back at my place and we'll figure out from there. Like just bring like stories or whatever and we'll see what kind of like weaknesses it's got or something.
We'll take it down.
We'll take it down.
We have to find Ryan though, but this is the only way.
Or avenge Ryan.
Avenge him.
He's not dead, okay?
You don't know that.
It's
We
not-
don't even know.
What happened to
You
him?
don't
The
know that.
Werechicken isn't
We
a
have to do
real
our
thing.
research.
Kevin,
you weren't there.
You didn't see it. He's gone.
You think this is a joke?
It is.
It's
It is
not.
kind of a joke.
Why are we leaving without Ryan then? Why would we just
This is as serious as your blood
know.
pressure.
Oh, hey, bro. What's up, man? Got my story.
Your realistic stories.
I got some good info, I'm not gonna lie.
Why did not come from books in the library?
We're all here,
Not Ryan.
okay, but okay. So let's just read. I'm gonna start by reading the story, and we're gonna kind of go over like our differences in these stories to kind of get like an idea of what's actually like real here.
Yeah.
Because there's, first of all, I don't believe this. I think getting all of these together will kind of get some more realistic stories. So I'll start with this one that actually happened in Wisconsin. So it is around here. So I guess you guys kind of aren't BSing.
Alright.
Or at least aren't the first ones. So it starts off on October 31st, 1991 at 8:30 p.m. A woman drove on Bray Road near Delavan, Wisconsin, which is approximately 30 miles southeast of Jefferson, which is the site of the Shackleman encounter in 1936. This woman felt her right tire jump off of the pavements like if it hit something, but the woman stopped her car and looked into the misty darkness and saw a light, feathery creature with a bulked out chest racing towards her. She went back into her car and tried to speed away when the creature leaped onto her trunk. The creature eventually fell off the trunk because the trunk was too wet to have a firm grip. Later, the woman returned with a friend, and they had a glimpse of a big form rising from the side of the road. That's it.
Mine was kind of close to that, you guys. It said, okay, this one was in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, so it was also in Wisconsin. This one was in 1999. This is the sighting that got everyone talking. It was the night of Halloween, 1999, and an 18-year-old woman named Dorothy Gibson was driving along. You guessed it. Dude, the smoke. I know. You guessed it. Bray Road. When her car suddenly jerked as if she hit something. She got out of her car and she walked back along the road, straining to see. Then she caught sight of what she had hit. You put sunglasses on. A huge, dark, feathery figure began rushing toward her. Gibson ran back into her car and began to drive away. The beast reportedly jumped up onto it's following me. Jumped up onto the trunk of the car, but due to the wetness of the rain-covered car, it could not hold on and fell to the ground. Gibson said she drove back to the location the same night with a young trick-or-treater, and they both saw a large figure laying on the side of the road. They didn't stay long. Gibson reported the sighting the next day, which is what brought the other witnesses to share their tales. At this point, no one was sure what the creature was, so they dubbed it the Bray Road Beast.
Yeah, dude, I had a similar story exactly like that. So it was 1964. My grandpa told me the story. He was driving along Highway 89 around midnight when he saw a figure run across the road. When his headlights caught sight of the creature, it was eerily similar to a werechicken seen in 1936, just a couple of miles away. Large and muscular, stood around 7 feet tall, covered in light yellow feathers. It was a bird-like face, too. My grandpa saw the creature run across the road, jump over a barbed wire fence, and disappear into a cornfield. He waited until the sun was up the next day to return to the scene of the werechicken sighting. He had hoped to find tracks to prove the size of this beast, but the ground was already too hard. He was not able to find a place in the cornfield where the werechicken had entered. The stalks of corn were broken and askew in such a way that supported the theory that the man-beast of massive size has already been there before. Her front tire jumped off the pavement.
Hey, quiet down, alright. Mine is the white chicken. The timber chickens around French Creek had gotten out of hand. There were so many chickens, the farmers could not stop them from killing their cattle and sheep. So the state put a bounty on them. It would pay a hunter $10 for every chicken pelt he turned in. A butcher in town named Billy Williams thought that was a pretty good money. He stopped working as a butcher and started killing chickens. He was good at it. Every year he killed over 500 of them. That came to be more than $5,000. It was quite a bit of money in those days. After 4 or 5 years, Bill had killed so many chickens, there were hardly any left in the area. So he retired, and he vowed never to harm another chicken because chickens made him so rich. Then one day, a farmer reported that a white chicken had killed 2 of his sheep. He had shot it and hit it, but the bullets didn't have any effect. Soon, that chicken had been seen all over the countryside, killing and running, but nobody could stop it. One night, it came into Bill's yard and he killed his pet cow. He forgot all about his decision never to harm another chicken. He went into town the next morning and bought a young lamb for bait. He took it out to the hills and tied it to a tree. Then he backed off about 50 yards and sat down underneath another tree. With his gun in his lap, he waited. When Bill didn't come back, his friends started looking for him. Finally, they found the lamb. It was still tied to the tree. It was hungry, but it was still alive. Then they found Bill. He was still sitting against the other tree, but he was dead. His throat had been torn open, but there was no sign of a struggle. His gun hadn't been fired, and there were no tracks in the soil around him. As for the white chicken, it was never seen again.
Alright guys, that's all cool and all, but listen to this one. Oh, legend has it, somebody was stealing the meat from Jed Smith's smokehouse. Every day a ham or some bacon or something else was missing. Finally, Jed decided he had to put a stop to it. One night he hid in the smokehouse with his rifle and waited for the thief. He didn't have to wait long, for soon a black she-chicken slunk in. She was the biggest chicken Jed had ever seen. When she jumped up and pulled down a ham hanging from the ceiling, Jed grabbed his rifle and turned on the lights. But instead of running away, the chicken jumped at him. He fired and shot off one of her claws. Jed was sure he heard a woman's scream right after his gun went off. The chicken began tearing around the room, spitting and yowling. Then she ran up the chimney and was gone. Jed stared at the claw, only it wasn't a chicken's claw anymore. A woman's foot lay wriggling on the floor, all shot up and bloody. So it's a witch that's been doing this, he told himself. Just then, one of Jed's neighbors, a fellow named Burdick, came racing down the road to get a doctor. His wife's foot had been shot in an accident. He told Jed, "She's bleeding pretty bad," he said. The doctor got her to barely in time. People who were there when it happened said she was spitting and yowling, just like a chicken.
So, I, like, while you guys were reading these, I was, like, writing down our differences and our similarities. So, in Noah's story, his story was kind of off topic, I felt like, because it was about a white chicken, and it wasn't, like, a half man, I guess. It wasn't a person. So it didn't really have anything to do with what we were talking about, I don't feel like.
You suck at research.
It still killed the guy.
My eyes are burning.
It did kill a guy, that would be the thing.
Rest in peace, Ryan.
So, another difference was, like, in that story there was no, like, tracks left behind. They kind of had to track it down. It was, like, most of the other stories were on Halloween, and this one wasn't. Your white chicken never went through, like, a transformation. Same with, like, Hunter's story, that it went through, like, a transformation, but it wasn't half.
Oh, so it was like a full chicken or a full human?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not half and half. Yeah.
Another one was we had some weird, like, different colors. So I have a feeling like there's differences between the different colored werechickens. And then I can't even read what I just wrote there. So we'll just get past that one. Here are the similarities that we had. So the werechicken never dies. That's how I wrote it. Is never. So in most of our stories we were on a country road, which kind of happens to be our case. Like, we were on a country road and we just saw a werechicken. Other stories it's like hard to see or it was never caught. And
Listen, guys.
Sorry.
it was never caught, which also fits our story here. The werechicken was large and in charge.
What is that supposed to mean?
Is a big werechicken, and he was kind of in charge when he.
All right, guys, we're
attacked
gonna
our
take this
friend.
down. We gotta take this a little more seriously.
All right.
You're right.
I mean, I'm kind of having fun without Ryan.
Also,
Seriously.
Stop.
okay, guys. All right. In all of our stories, there were also previous encounters, which mean like people have heard about this and seen this in like previous times.
Are you done yet?
Well, keep reading.
Also, people went back to find it, which maybe that could be a good route for us because he kind of took our friend. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it sounds like a good idea to me. And it sounds like a lot of these happen on Bray Road, so I don't know what the big deal about Bray Road is, but there's
Hunter's
like
mine didn't happen on Bray Road.
well, like most of ours, like 3 out of the 5.
Okay.
And so Bray Road, I feel like is kind of a big deal. Like there's some reason that they keep showing up at Bray Road. So.
Maybe it lives there.
Maybe. And then also, for some reason, the werewolf likes to land on trunks of a car. I don't get what that was. But like both
But
of
that's
them.
weird. It never hit your trunk.
What if you're on a motorcycle?
But the
Ryan!
trunks, the trunks
Well,
were
I mean,
too
if you
wet
let it
and
run
they
into the
slipped
back of
off.
cars.
For some reason, the trunk was wet every time. It must have been raining. And I think that's about it. I still can't read what that one is. We have our way to like kind of get this, like in your white chicken store, the butcher laid like a lamb out.
Yeah, you baited
and for some
it.
reason that baited it, like it worked. And then, or we could do like a cow or something, I don't know. And then, I don't know, it said bullets didn't have an effect on it, but we can like, maybe you have to like shoot it in a different spot. You know what I'm talking about?
Where do you think we should shoot it?
The head.
I don't know, like a zombie maybe? Zombies?
What is the chicken?
But
Yeah, but if you cut off the head of a chicken,
it's
how do you
also
know
like
that
a
it survives
fake
and it runs
animal
around?
thing, so I think it kind of fits
It's
in
not
there.
fake. Why are we doing all this research if you still think it's fake?
Ryan's still not here, so
I don't know, I think some crazy serial killer
Ryan's
might
not
have
coming
attacked.
back.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, don't say that. Right, I'm sure Ryan will be back. But so, yeah, I guess we can try a gun. Do any of you guys have like something like that?
My daddy has one.
Your daddy. Your daddy's got. Okay.
Pause! Pause!
I think we should hunt them.
Hunt him? Boss, what do you think?
I'll get some of daddy's guns.
Yeah, my dad's got a 9mm we could use.
My daddy's got a assault rifle we can use.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go hop in the car, I guess.
Let's
Hopefully we
do
don't
it.
Trash it anymore.
Shotgun. Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Shotgun flap. Are we all fitting?
Yeah, we're
Not with your, not with you, balls.
I am no. We're walking, bud. 3 doors.
All right, on the back like a Werechicken.
Alright, boys.
We got
Y'all got your weapons?
Oh yeah, I got my
Werechicken
screwdriver.
I don't know why I said it.
I think it's not chasing. He got Jordan now.
Okay,
You guys got
Shoot.
flashlights?
we don't have a lamb.
What do you mean, the lamb? Oh,
We
debate,
needed
debate.
We need to bait the Werechicken,
Who's in
and most of the time it was a lamb.
I have a gun. I'm not baiting him.
I have a cool hand.
I have a screwdriver and and my phone's dead. So
I think you volunteer as tribute.
why not?
Congratulations.
In it to
You're
win
a
it.
lamb.
Who wants a screwdriver? Or maybe I should keep it.
Yeah, keep it just in case.
Keep it with me.
I called you Ryan.
Thank you.
Alright, boys.
I'll take the shot if I see him.
Right when it goes
Hunter,
for Kevin.
You get up, you hit him in the head with that hammer. Alright?
Yeah, very fun.
Claw or hammer side, doesn't matter.
I'll be prepared.
We can get him.
You gotta run! Nah, bro, we gotta run faster than the wall! Every man for themselves! Split up again!
Alright. I think I'm safe here. Oh god.
They're all gone. They're all gone. I'm the last one. What do I do? What do I do? I stay here. Ryan's gone. Walsh. Hunter. Jordan. Oh god. I'm next. I'm not getting out of here. There's no way.
Hello everyone, this is Hunter and Kevin on WOZZ, The Waz! Kevin, how do you feel about the 5 kids that were murdered in the park this weekend?
Well, I don't know about the murder part of the story, but they should have been more careful at night. Don't these kids have curfew?
Well, that, and they should have contacted authorities.
You're right.
This has been Kevin and Hunter on The Waz!
What I want from this world.